Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken is quite different from your usual anime, cause it's an anime about some kids who want to make an anime, which is also an adaptation of the manga. So essentially, the manga is about people who want to make anime, and the anime is an adaptation of the manga, which is also about making anime. That's some big brain thinking right there.
Well, how about next time you get a board that can handle the neutron style? Later, Nick.
I mean, until recently, I never knew that there was a whole genre just for this type of anime. It just comes to show how anime as a medium is so diverse, at least when compared to other mediums. In the West, they sort of played safe with their movies. You will rarely see anything that stands out. I mean, not being different isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I would rather have more variety than anything else. I'll say it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. I just love it when companies do something different, whether that be in video games, anime, movies, so on and so forth. And Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken is no exception. And the most suitable person to make this anime adaptation happen is none other than Masaki Yuasa. I mean, he is the guy behind Ping Pong the animation. By the way, I made a review of Ping Pong. Adventure Time, Mind Games, Lou Over the All. Yes, that song that everyone uses on TikTok. And if I show you all of his projects, you wouldn't believe that it came from the same guy. Each show is so distinct from the other, you can hardly see any relation between them. Glass Reflection made a whole video about this man. I would really recommend checking him out. Probably the thing that made Eizouken popular, or one of the things that made it popular, is the OP. I mean, it would be really hard for you to avoid it. When you first opened Reddit, you were most likely bombarded with a ton of memes / fan-made openings. And I have to admit, some of them are really well made. So yeah, the main reason I watched Eizouken in the first place is because of the OP. And that's not a bad thing. I actually found myself always wanting to watch the anime with a good opening. Dororo, Beastars, Attack on Titan, and although I may dislike some of them, so in this video, I will be reviewing Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. This video won't include any spoilers, so you don't need to cry in the comment section. And also, if you enjoy the video, why not consider hitting the subscribe button to not miss some epic videos. The story follows the character of Midori, and I'm really sorry if I'm butchering these names. Ever since she was young, she had a ton of imagination and curiosity, and as she grew up, she began to love the art of anime. She wanted to create these mesmerizing worlds with deep and detailed characters and sceneries, but she's too scared to make the first step, and coincidentally she meets Tsubame, a famous dudette from a wealthy family, and she too had an interest in the art of anime. And with the help of their businesswoman, and from there on the three dudettes try to achieve their goal of making their first anime. This show kinda reminds me of Dr. Stone. The way the story is structured is quite similar to it, if you think about it at least. Senku wants to rebuild human civilization, and through his journey he is inventing stuff. It's like when he's done with a project, he moves on to the other, getting closer to his goal. And same goes with Eizouken. Once they're done with the project, they move on to the next. And although it may look like it will take a long time for them to make an actual anime, the journey makes it more than worth it. That is why I really had a ton of fun watching this anime. Another thing that this anime does well is that it doesn't shy away from showing us the harsh realities of becoming an animator. The industry is still relatively unhealthy, with reportedly low wages, a shortage of artists, and long hours. Some studies reveal productions with an average of 230 working hours in a month, and the characters in Eizouken spend hours upon hours working on their animation with barely any budget, and usually having to stay up for several nights. It makes it clear from the get-go that making an anime won't be as easy as some would think, and they fail sometimes. It just doesn't go their way, and that's fine. Having the motivation and believing in yourself isn't enough, and Eizouken makes it clear. Midori has all of the passion in the world, but it won't make a difference if she doesn't actually do something. As I mentioned previously, there are three main dudes. The short one, the one with the really annoying laugh, and the tall one. Midori is your fun and optimistic protagonist with a passion for anime. Tsubame wants to become an animator just like Midori, but her parents are holding her back because they want her to be an actor. So she does what any sensible teenager would do: ignore her parents' wishes and basically ditch them. And if you don't know who this character is, then you probably live in your mom's basement, because this character has been all over the internet with memes and fan arts. The tall dude isn't like the other two. He doesn't have an interest in anime, but the only reason she's with them is to get some cash. She might seem kinda intimidating at first, and well, she still does. Her intentions at the end of the day are to help those two make a successful anime, and she sees the cash as just a bonus, I think. And also, a lot of people have been saying that she deserves a title of Best Girl, but they are wrong, cause we all know who the best girl is: Thorkel. The animation is probably one of the best this season. I love the detailed backgrounds and how the characters looked unique, not like some other animes. One thing that made it stand out is, of course, when we see things from Midori's perspective. The sketchy art style just looks outstanding, but I have to admit, it does get boring sometimes. I sometimes find myself half asleep while watching, especially when they come to the parts where they are explaining a ton of stuff. And also sometimes I get bored while Midori's imagining stuff. I think the main reason I found it boring is because I'm not that invested into art, but other than that, everything is
pretty good.
All in all, I enjoyed my time watching this anime. As I am writing the script, I'm currently at episode 19. And if you are looking for an anime that is kinda similar to Dr. Stone, then Eizouken is your best bet. It has everything you want in an anime: an interesting story, awesome animation, and likable characters, except for the girl with the laugh. But one thing I would say is, if you don't care about animation or art in general, then this anime might not be the best choice for you, since it sometimes gets technical when it comes to the animation bits. But if you're fine with that, then be my guest. So that will end off the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So anyways, my name is Soap, and I'll see you in another video. Hey you! Do you like Thorkel? Why not join the most epic Discord server? Our new icon is actually animated. Look at this cute soap guy dancing. Who doesn't want to join this amazing Discord server? You can message me, share your spicy memes, and also talk with others in voice chat. And by the way, 65% of you guys aren't subscribed yet. So, subscribe.
Quick, quick, quick.